Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. The Sith Lords with me, Darth Ross, right?
How many Lord Forts, Chris?
If you're a bit confused why I'm saving, well, I am sorting out something and bringing back some music that I love. I love this music and hope you enjoy it as well. This is my favourite piece of music in this game. And excuse all Falcons, he's just scratching his nose. He's got a bit of an itch. Gremlins are attacking. There's the music. What do you think? Do you like it, Varticus? Mm-hmm. It indeed is different. You are afraid?
Yes. Afraid for you. As I always have been. And my friend, whatever answers the council have are for you. Alone.
Is there anything wrong?
I am tired. The journey has been a long one, and I need to center myself. Know that much may happen here, but above all, do not forget this. You may trust in me. We cradle each other's lives, and what threatens one of us threatens us both. And if you find you cannot trust me, trust in your training, trust in yourself. Never doubt what you have done. All your decisions have brought you to this point. And now, perhaps, they shall see what you have.
Parliament is in session.
It is not as it was. But perhaps that is for the best.
David Cameron's grown old, hasn't he?
We were wondering when you arrived. This moment has taken some time to
What
reach.
the?
I imagine you have many questions. Or perhaps you've come for a revenge.
The bald man was talking with somebody else's voice. Glitch much? Gordon Brown, why were you doing your impression of Tony Blair in this very important time? I need to know what you spoke of when you cast me out of the Order many years ago.
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
My companions? What about them?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow? Those that travel with you, they follow you without question, without hesitation. Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense. It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
Are you saying I'm controlling them?
It is not an easy thing to explain. Sure, you are familiar with
bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding each other. Yet they do it so easily, you do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
How did this happen?
We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
That is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
So all those deaths of Malachor?
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were
Ooh,
merely
put it
deferred
down.
to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian War.
That reeks rook.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished, all those you had fought with, struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxa. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were old,
You were blinded.
and at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it is left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
But that makes no sense. I can feel the Force again.
Yes, you can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force and the death of the Jedi.
I'm stronger than I ever was.
So you think. It is not the strength of the Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you caused to get here. You feed at it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
Or what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger. And the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
Threat?
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain. You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will leave the Sith here. That we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
If this is what must be done, then I accept it.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough. Step away from her.
What?
Step away. She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
This is your new master, Exile. If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
You sought to lure the Sith out, and now they have come to us.
As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. You wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars, of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy. Let me show you, you who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the exile.
That's what happened in
How could you
Parliament.
ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid.
And she vows. Here he is!
She is known. Take me to Beatrice. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Well, that was interesting. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye!